Well, welcome back to Beer 30.Buzz. My name is Byron, also known as B. This will be my second video with my beer taste test for something I've never tried before. The beer that we're going to try today is, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this properly or not, Oculto. Oculto is a blue agave infused blended beer aged with tequila barrel staves. This is a 6% alcohol. I have tried some other barrel-infused beers before, like your Kentucky bourbon type beers, the ones that do come around seasonally. Those are pretty good. You can actually taste the wood that they use to age the different whiskeys and things like that. So I'm a little curious to see how this tastes. Personally, I am actually a huge tequila fan, always have been, especially the blue agave. I've never had anything where there is a beer infused with this, so I'm a little curious to see how this tastes. Again, I have the glass out just to show that if it was to provide any sort of instructions like you might find on some different bottles and boxes to pour it into different glasses, this one does not provide me with any sort of instructions, so I'm going to keep with the archaic method of drinking it straight out of the bottle here, providing you with the first glance reaction of what I think of this particular beer. By no means am I any sort of special beer connoisseur. I've never gone to school for anything like this. I'm no different than you that's going down the different aisles, looking at the different microbrews and stuff that are available, wondering what it is that is available for you to drink and how that might taste and if it's something that you want to buy again. So today I'm going to try this Oculto, Oculto. Again, blue agave infused. This was brewed by Broken Barrel Brewing Company out of Houston, Texas and Williamsburg, Virginia. Again, this is a 6% alcohol, so this is a little bit stronger than what I tend to like, just because, again, I'm a beer drinker, because I enjoy the taste of beer. I'm not trying to get drunk off my beer. If that was the case, I'd probably do a mixed drink or something like that instead, which are some things that you will see us review. I am a licensed bartender, so we'll be going ahead and mixing up some different drinks throughout some of our different shows and letting you know what those taste like and providing you the ingredients of those. But again, to start, I wanted to try off with beers because, again, I do like my beers. And I have a hard time shopping around for beers, especially as you see more and more pop up. You can go to a place like a Mariano's, a Jewel Osco, even locally here we have a Prisco's, where you have just different beer selections to choose from based upon the different merchandisers. So why don't I go ahead and crack this one open and see what we have here today. So again, this is Oculto. I don't know if I'm saying that right. My wife would tease me because normally I would try to pick up some sort of accent towards whoever it is that I'm speaking to or about. So this actually does smell like a Corona with some lime already in it. I'm a little curious to see what this is going to taste like. I actually like Coronas with lime. That's my staple. I know some of you are probably turning over in your grave with me saying that right now. It's a great beer to have in my opinion. It's a nice light beer. So the fact that this smells like that, it's going to give me a little bit of a jolt, I think, because I'm pretty confident this is going to taste anything like a Corona. That definitely does not taste like a Corona. Okay, what this reminds me of is back in the day, some of my buddies from Seattle and I would go to this place called the Crocodile Cafe, and we would order these things called border jumpers. And a border jumper was a Corona with lime and then a shot of either tequila or a 151, depending on what your poison was. But this is really what this kind of reminds me of, a very, very light beer taste. Yeah, I definitely really don't have much of a beer taste to this at all. This is something like a malt liquor to me, I think, taking it back even further to Zimas. It actually does kind of taste like a watered down Zima now that I think about it. So it's not bad. This isn't something that I would spend $7, $8, $9 on for a 6-pack. I actually picked this up at Jewel Osco as a part of the Mix Match 6. They charged me $8.99 for that. I would not pay $8.99 for a 6-pack of this particular beer. I'll give you one last little taste here. You know, the blue agave infused, I think this might be a little bit of a marketing ploy or something, I don't know. It really does taste kind of like a watered down Zima, or again, going back to like the border jumper or something like that. So I'll give it a try again for one last take here, for one last little pitch. Again, 6% alcohol. I don't really taste the alcohol in that. It does taste more like a malt liquor. Some of your malt beers that you're seeing with some of your different ciders and stuff like that are out now. Again, going back to growing up and the different things that I've had, I think this is more of a Zima that maybe I dropped like a lemon Jolly Rancher into, or a lime Jolly Rancher or something like that. So we'll try that again and just check that out. Yeah, again, I'm going to stick with that thought. This is something that I might buy for my wife. This really does taste like a watered down Zima with some sort of Jolly Rancher that I've stuck in there. So other people might like it. I personally am sitting on the fence with it. If I was looking for something very light to drink and was feeling a little festive, maybe it's Cinco de Mayo or something like that, this actually would probably be pretty good with the guacamole, some chips and salsa, a little pico de gallo or something like that. Carne asada burritos. This would be a light beer to sit out back with in the sun. I don't feel like it's going to sit heavy with me or anything like that. The 6%, I'd be a little curious to see what would happen after you've had a couple of them, how that starts to settle in. But my goal is not to sit here and get a little too tanked. The goal is just to give you the buzz about the buzz. So this is Oculto. Again, blended with beer aged on tequila barrel stave, 6% alcohol. I found this at Julasco. On a scale of never order again to I pick up a 6-pack, I would give this maybe a 2 beer, and that would be strictly if I was going to be grilling outside, doing something festive in sort of a maybe some sort of Mexican theme or Hispanic theme or something like that. So thank you for joining us again. We look forward to showing you other taste tests and some of the tours and stuff that we have coming up with the different breweries. Thank you again. This is Byron with Beer30.Buzz. Have a good one.